After you make the stop, you need to get the puck out and you need to get the offense going again.
Kramer carries on the left wing for New England, trying to make his way through, centering try. Spekuza scores! Zach Spekuza gets New England on the board. Erasmus trying to get it in deep. Held in now at the right point by Bergie. Erasmus behind the goal. Santa Maria could be a give and go. Erasmus is all alone. Santa Maria goes for the Michigan and scores! Unbelievable! 4-0 New Jersey.
And as an 07 scoring a point per game, that is very impressive.
It certainly is. Erasmus off the draw in front. They score! Gabriel Santa Maria. The set play off the draw again, and this game's tied. Could be a 3-on-2, but Erasmus will go to the bench for a change. Calise walks in. Calise shoots. That's blocked. Calise still trying to get through a backhander, and that one's stopped by Buser as well. Out in front of one time, and they score! Logan Bergie. It's a one-goal game. And the 87s are 2 for 2. Here's Calise coming back. Calise walks in and shoots. Nice save with the blocker by the netminder Buser. Comes back out to Moulet trying to hold the zone. He does a good job. He's got one more shot. That one's redirected toward the goal. They score! It counts! Santa Maria, this game's tied!
Chris, I have my eye on the clock. That should count. They got it right before the buzzer. Arobis is hanging on to a stick of a 87's defender. I think that was Green.
Moulet out in front of Laboutier. Saved by Smith! Santa Maria off the draw. 87's trying to even this season series and maybe even try to win it tomorrow. That could mean something later on. Georgiano cross ice pass. Here's Bergie. Score! 87's win!
This is the Boston Junior Rangers and the New England Wolves. Rangers in front by a score of 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. Alongside Anthony DiPaolo and with Jake Basile ringside, I'm Chris Russo. Anthony, you spoke to me just a moment ago about the pace. It seemed a little bit slow, perhaps, in the first period.
Yeah, very methodical game. Boston had the majority of the shots, 10-5, but even then, it didn't feel like they were constantly pressing. In that Railers-Wolves game yesterday, there were chances on both ends, very high tempo. We'll see if it changes here in the second period and if we'll open up.
The lone goal in that period belonging to Eirik Moger, a Norwegian defenseman who was able to get it through a screen, as Matthew Pullen is able to keep it here at the left point for the Boston Junior Rangers. That one goes in deep, and it's swept back for Hanson. Pullen with a one-timer, and that one is stopped by the netminder Richard.
Good slap shot from the point. Also, I got a tip from Jake Basile that Matthew Pullen got the primary assist, and it was Retzel who got the secondary on that opening goal. So there you see Richard there making that save, his 10th of the game, the 11th shot he has faced.
So a United Nations really on the goal. The Norwegian Moger from the Quebecois Pullen, if we're going to go specific within Canada, and the Swedish Retzel. Will be played here by Horej and outletted onto the left wing. By the way, he's from the Czech Republic.
Yep, got a lot of Czechs on the team. One Latvian on this Wolves squad. A couple of players also from Quebec. So yeah, an international presence between both of these teams.
We mentioned last night, I believe it's 6 Czech players on the Wolves, one Slovakian player, one Slovak player, that play is offside, and one Latvian player, albeit, of course, the Czech Republic and Slovakia used to be joined. Latvia is a bit off in the distance.
I mean, you also look at Andre Leska, right, for the New England Wolves, where he's played in, all around the world. He played in Sweden last season. The year before that, he played in Canada. Then he played in the Czech Republic in the 2021 season, in Davos, Switzerland in 2019-2020. So he has been all over the world, just like a lot of these players, just traveling all over.
Leska, another Czech native for Boston, going across state lines between New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Kovacs' clear-end attempt was blocked, and because of that, the play is offside. 18:37 remaining in the second period. Shots 11-5 favoring Boston. All they need is a point, and they're in the final on Saturday against the Railers Junior Hockey Club, who clinched a spot earlier tonight with a come-from-behind 6-4 win over the New Jersey 87s. Anthony Venezia with a centering try that was blocked away by Liam Wade. Flip back out to center by Kovacs. Reiter will play it for Boston. Big hit there. That was Kramer and Venezia. Rustgard will carry it for Boston. Throwing one in deep. Drop pass for Venezia. Rustgard against Wade behind the goal. Rustgard in the near corner, trying to escape. Rustgard lowering the shoulder in the far corner. Swept it back in deep. Venezia trying to escape Spikuza. Venezia reverses. That goes through and to be played there by Rustgard. Venezia crisscrossing with Lopes. Lopes in the corner, centering try. That was poked away by Richard. Kramer up ice for Kovacs. And that one goes all the way through to be played by Nolan Reiter. Skied through center. And now played by New England. Now it'll be carried in the left wing by Kalatos. Knocked off the puck. Alex Vasyukov carrying back. Behind the goal, Smith. Smith behind the goal once more. Spikuza against Vasyukov, trying to send it, that was broken up by Valenta. Played now by O'Brien. A shot that was stopped by the right arm of Richard. O'Brien once more at the circle. Reversing for Vasyukov against Wade. Now back for Smith. Evan Smith trading places with Rustbacken, and now New England will carry back. Kramer, I thought, stayed on side for a moment, but it appeared that his skate was across the blue line.
That was a very faint whistle, Chris. Couldn't really hear it, so you can see why the players had some hesitation there. But the last two shifts, the Boston Junior Rangers have done a great job below the goal line cycling the puck.
Now we send it for the first time this period down to Jake Basile.
So on that Eirik Moger goal, we heard the assist was read over the loudspeaker as Brendan Wolf, and I thought it sounded a little bit funny, and then I look to my left and I see Wolf sitting on his rear end on the floor of the bench with an ice pack around like his neck, shoulder area. So I thought that was pretty impressive for him to get the assist and hop off the bench so quickly, hop off the ice so quickly rather, but turns out it wasn't him. We got it fixed. Retzel and Pullen are the guys with the assist. Back to you guys.
And good to know that Jake can pin the blame on his own brother. Here is Barak carrying the puck. He lost it to Retzel.
I mean, what's brotherly love if you don't throw each other under the bus, right?
That's true, perhaps literally and figuratively. Shot, they score! Max Retzel able to shoot it on the blocker's side of Richard. Top shelf, 2-0 Boston.
There you see the replay. Just a gorgeous shot from Retzel. Used the defenseman as a screen, and you could hear a faint clink off the post as he picked that top corner. And for Retzel, that is his 8th goal of the postseason. He's been so good for this Boston Junior Rangers team.
That one, I believe, hit the back bar off to the left. It's a glorious sound for the Boston Junior Rangers. It is a nightmare sound for the New England Wolves, who are now in a hole 2-0.
They caught it. I think you got Tyler Arago there working on the scoreboard along with Jeff Mazzone. But
well, more so just bring it up just because there was a brief uproar from the New England bench as we get a stoppage.
I mean, Chris, I've worked the door clock quite a few times, and that's the last thing you want to hear, fans or even players shouting, clock, clock.
It's more noticeable in the last minute.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Sweeney carries it on outside. Sweeney with an opportunity. Sweeney out in front, slow, Noah save, another try, score! P.J. Sweeney puts Boston just over 20 minutes for the final.
Here you see great stop-and-go move. It started by he threw it across. The one-timer gets blocked, and it goes right back to Sweeney. Just an unfortunate bounce if you're Jackson Hansen. He was the one who blocked that one-timer. So, of course, it goes to Sweeney. Gets his 2nd point of the night. He had an assist to open the scoring in the 2nd period. And now he gets one here with 14 seconds left.
2 goals, 2 minutes and 0.4 seconds apart. Now Retzel again, he scores! 7.4 seconds later, 5-1 Boston.